All right, we transition from equipment into a phone call. I had a phone call recently, and I actually ended up not getting the gig, but I wanted to tell you guys about it. I had a phone call recently from a coordinator who was trying to get a couple booked, and it was going, she said that, the young lady was kind of particular about music and everything, and she wanted, me to talk to her. She wanted to talk to me to see if we were a good fit. I said, cool. So I talked to her, and she was just like, just kind of let her lead, don't interrupt, and all this stuff. I was like, I got this. Don't worry about it. I got it. So I got on the phone. I talked to her, and guys, she was what I would consider the perfect bride. Now, this is not her, of course, but she is what I consider the perfect bride. She asked, a lot of great questions. She asked about my setups, and she asked about cancellation. She asked about times to show up. She asked about music. She said, two things are very important to me: the ceremony and the music. She didn't say reception. She just said the music. I said, okay. I can cover both. I do ceremony, cocktail hour, and I do the reception. I'll do the emceeing. I'll do all of that. She said, will you make sure that, if do you take any gigs right before the time for you to come to me? And I was like, no, your day is dedicated to you. I don't take gigs after. I don't take gigs before. She was like, cool. She was like, will you also give me the courtesy if somebody reaches out and stuff and wants to book on my date? Will you just let me know if that takes place? I'm like, yeah, sure. I was like, could I please ask for that same courtesy if you decide not to go my way? Could you just let me know? Because I get a lot of brides that don't let me know. They just kind of move on. I'm just like, just tell me whether or not you want to go, yes or no. And she was like, oh, absolutely. She was like, I believe in business etiquette. I was like, oh, that's amazing. And then she was asking about music choices. I said, did you have a certain type of music? And she said, no, I kind of like everything, but how do you mix? I said, well, I do some quick mixing. I like to not dwell on a song. I don't like to play whole songs unless it's like a slow song or it's a ballad or something like that everybody sings along to. Maybe I'll let those play out. I was like, if you need any references, I've got, a YouTube channel. You could see my work and stuff on there. She was like, oh, I've already checked it out. I've already seen that. I just wanted to make sure that the person matched the videos. And I was like, yeah, I'm the same person on and off the videos. And she was like, yeah, I really like your style. I really like everything that you do. And I like the fact that you pay full attention to reading the crowd. And that's my main concern. Like, the music has to be spot on. I was like, okay, I can do that. And she was like, okay. And we left the call at that. That right there was a woman who knew what she wanted. She knew how she wanted it. And I was all for it. I would have loved to do that gig. Some people may cringe at that. Some people may say, oh, she was a little too demanding. I love that. There was no gray area. I didn't have to guess anything. I'm all for that. If she wants to give me the full layout and tell me exactly, like, she wasn't even going to tell me like the songs to play. She was like, I don't want to give you a list of songs. I said, that's fine. I could, if you just tell me what you like and what some of your friends like, as far as genres, I could take it from there. She was like, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I told her, we can do all that stuff, but she was literally one of the best brides to talk to. She was not demanding and stuff at all. She was not forceful, and she knew exactly what she wanted. Now, they ended up going with somebody else. I don't know if there was a guy who pitched better than I did, but the coordinator thought highly of me. She was like, I don't see how she doesn't pick you right now. Like, I'm all for you, and I just met you. So hopefully I'll work with the coordinator because the bride picked somebody else. But I'm just saying, sometimes when we get too engulfed in what the couple wants instead of just listening to them or making them make a decision. Like, a lot of couples are very indecisive these days. They want us to hold their hand and walk them through the whole thing, I love people like this. Tell me what you want so I will know. This is what I could get used to. Some people will call it demanding. I don't. I like it. I think that this is how all brides should be. I think this is how all brides should present themselves, and I'm good with that. If you don't like them, send them my way. But best of luck to her and her upcoming day and stuff. I know they weren't able to pick me, but it's all good. I'm not mad at that. I was just totally stoked that she did that.